Good morning, buddy. How are you this morning? Playing in the snow? You feel better, don't you? Well, yesterday I uncovered the wood. I shook the tarps 3 times to try to keep it from getting too thick of snow on it. And this side actually of wood is almost gone. It only leaves a little bit in the back, so another week it's all going to be gone. Unless I can start doing the splitting, which I don't know. We're going to try. What's the matter? You worried about it? Huh? I know, we were playing ball. We'll get back on it. Welcome to Dancing with Bears. I got to get my sunglasses out. It's bright out here this morning. Whew. And then when I go back inside, I'm blinded. I don't know if it's sun blinded or snow blinded, but the combination of both is pretty strong. Whew. So anyway, been making it through the winter, and now I got to do some shoveling. There's a really deep spot here behind my car that when the road looks like it is okay for me to get out, I won't be able to get through that spot. So I'm going to go shovel it some now and play some ball with Clovis and enjoy the sunshine, lay back in the chair for a little bit, and then get some chores done inside the bus. I hope to hang a mirror that I've got in there, an antique mirror. So I'll get back with you all soon. typically when there's a storm coming, I'll park my truck so that it's facing outward, so it's easier to get out if there's snow. You can just drive straight on out through it, but I don't know what I was thinking about this snowstorm. I never got my truck turned around, and now I'm gonna have to have a bigger space that I can be sure is safe enough to not get caught in a snowdrift to get turned around. But we'll work on it. I'll Clovis in the meantime. We'll just throw this crazy old ball, won't we? Okay, so I got my little spot ready for me to back my car out. And then I guess the kids hired the neighbor to come plow. So it's got all plowed now. Whew. Sure is easier than the way I was doing it. And I got a space to turn around. Awesome. Woohoo. Looking good. I don't know how far out on the road he did, or if he just did the driveway. So if he did the road, I can get out and get some wood. Not only is it wonderful to be able to drive around, not get caught in a snowdrift, but when it first started snowing, I really was out there trying to do my paths, because when it melts, then don't end up with a big muddy hole. So this is great. Thanks, kids. Looking good. Thanks, kids. Well, I got my car turned around, so it'll be all ready for a getaway. As soon as I can get back out to the woods and get some more firewood. Well, I got to get that area over there cleaned out. Not only because I want the snow off of my skirt so that my painting doesn't get all ruined and the plywood doesn't rot, but I've also got to move that piece of plywood to get inside of that storage unit, that square right there, and get my drill out so that I can put my motion light that one of my viewers got me up there over my door. I've also got this area to shovel, because this is where Clovis comes in front of the bus and goes and does his business back in around there. And the last time, let's see, Jeremy shoveled all the way around there, around their shed area. But I gotta get this spot, because last time we had snow or rain, it ended up all muddy in this spot. So when Clovis goes back to the bathroom, he gets mud that he tracks into the bus. So I need to get all of this uncovered so that it can be a nice dry spot. And I don't know if I ever mentioned that whenever I'm around this area, the bathtub area, and that's where all my flowers are for the bathtub garden, I try to scoop the snow and make a pile on the garden so that it gets plenty of water and the soil gets softened for when the flowers want to grow this spring. And as soon as these pallets get all dried off, I'll get to work on that other step up there. And I gotta get the snow off that plywood and off of that tire. So I'll get to working back here. You're not much help, are you, Clovis? Would you if you could? I don't know. I'm working on it. Using it up. I don't know. Might be a couple more weeks. Maybe. I don't know if I can get 3 weeks out of that. Depends on how much sun shines, I guess, and how low the temperatures go. I've got about a 3 foot by 4 by 4 foot section back here I haven't gotten into yet. So 3 foot by 4 by 4, that's about half a cord, maybe. I think 4 by 4 by 8 would be closer, but so 3 foot. It's a little bit short of half a cord. Melting snow to do the dishes. I probably would have melted snow anyway, but I really have to now because of Clovis's little, he had diarrhea, and I had to use a lot of my drinking water to pour on his rear end because he's got long hair, and so I had to wash him before he came in the house. So now I'm going to melt a bunch of snow to do the dishes. Well, it's getting close to payday, and I had a lot of extra expenses last month. So, getting down to the cheap food or whatever. I've got a couple packs of this, which is kind of a college student's favorite, or high school kids that make their own food. So that's going to go in without the chicken flavor. And then I'm going to make creamed tuna to put on top. That's what my mom always made for us. She happened to be an alcoholic, and she wasn't home very much. And she was a single mom, didn't have much money, so she often made creamed tuna on toast, which I don't have any bread right now, but we're going to put it on noodles. Almost done. And warming up the bus while it's cooking. Look at all that nice heat going out. Okay, mix up some cream of mushroom soup with some milk. I don't know, I think I might prefer the just white sauce, like flour and butter and milk. But I had this can, so I'm going to go ahead and fix it. I need to level my stove. It's not. There we go. Okay, so, and I'm going to put the whole can of tuna in there. And I might be one of the, I can't be the only ones left because they're still selling it. But I'm probably somewhat of a minority. I still like the tuna fish in vegetable oil instead of water. And I put all of that in there. Ooh, I want some peas in there. I wonder if I can find my peas. I think I've got peas, but I might have put them out in the cooler. Because I emptied my freezer when my power went out. And put it in a cooler. And I don't really need to run my freezer off my solar right now, and I can put stuff in a cooler and it keeps frozen. Okay, so that's going to cook a minute. I'm going to look for my peas to throw in there. Yay, found my peas. If you find a spot in the bus that's, nice clean spot. Actually, I got a spot up front that's good with shelves. But if it's close to the floor, it'll freeze. So while the floor is freezing, my temperature up here is 70, I believe. Yay! That'll be good enough for a couple days. I won't just eat that for 2 days. I've got some soup left I gotta finish up. But anyway, Clovis will enjoy it too. He's getting close to the end of his dog food, so we have to stretch it out for another, 10 days. And the next morning, oh, here we go again. Hi, guys. Well, I'm trying to keep my videos short because it's so boring. But like I said before, that's kind of what homesteading off-grid is. Just daily chores. Same old stuff over and over. But I did wake up one of the times I was up last night to do the fire. I had this little, it's not really a poem, but I used to write. I started writing a book once, and I'd wake up early in the morning and just be full of ideas that I'd write down real fast. So anyway, I do have something I wrote last night that I'm going to read for you, and then we'll be talking to y'all later, next Monday. As I lie in bed with the layers of blankets to hold in my body's warmth, my trusty companion at my feet snoring, I hear the faint crackle of a once roaring fire that keeps the single-digit temperatures on the other side of the thin wall at bay. My body snuggles inch by inch deeper into the mattress of the bed as my eyelids grow heavier and heavier. My breath deepens and expels with sighs or hums of relief. All is well with my world tonight. All is well. Good night, my dear friends.